So I'll give you a little bit of background on myself. I've been at RIM for just about 7 years now. Valentine's Day, I think, is my anniversary coming up here at RIM. And have moved into the role under Chris Smith for leading up our product management group for all of our tools, APIs, SDKs, and the way that we deliver our BlackBerry experience for being successful on the platform out there. And it recently have moved across from being more focused on our WebWorks platform from the engineering side of things and moving into now to bring a lot of that community-based interaction and what we're doing there into the other sides of the platform. So we just had a dry run of this, just went through and did the presentation to the general session there, and kind of trimmed it down a little bit to talk a little bit more about the platforms and walk through some of the different choices, why the choice for each of the different platforms, and some reasoning and some details behind them. Sure,
No, I've just got a call to say you're having trouble with your graphics.
No, I think we're
We're
good.
in the stream, must be somewhere. Right there, thank you.
So with each of the different platforms, there's really the choice of being able to use which one that you want to bring to the platform is really based off of a bunch of different things. Primarily is based off of what you sustain as a business, what your skills and backgrounds are as a business, and where your developers are comfortable. So if you have an existing Android application that you want to bring to multiple different environments, then the Android runtime is a great choice for you. If you have an existing HTML5 based application that, say, you've been using PhoneGap or these different sorts of things to bring your application to multiple different platforms, the web platform is a great platform there as well. Same thing when you go to the Air platform, right? Is if you've got Air based applications, these are a great place to be able to land and bring your code. As of today, the QNX native portion or the native SDK that's been made public has primarily been used and focused around making developers successful from porting their existing C and C++ titles that have been written cross-platform to the BlackBerry. And this is what we've been seeing a lot more native applications and games coming into app world. And its focus has been a lot of the game developers have been really taking this, either porting their runtimes and their tooling to really work there, or just doing a straight port of their application. So that's been kind of the focus of the QNX native stuff as it sits right now. As we mentioned this morning in the general session, is that we started in December, more of a closed beta with our Alliance members to be able to start doing the Cascades side of things. So Cascades, again, is part of our native SDK, but it's around creating what we would call a signature BlackBerry experience. So this is being able to have the same types of animations, UI, the look and feel, the flow of your applications, being able to be built into that UI framework on top of native. And we saw a little bit of that in the general session this morning, showing off those different pieces. So this is really, Cascades is really around creating that tailored, specific BlackBerry experience, but the native SDK that sits underneath also allows for cross-platform porting of other applications to the platform. So WebWorks is a lot of in that same vein of what we have there. The HTML5 core of it is cross-platform standards-based capability that you can bring your application from platform to platform. And then taking a look at our WebWorks APIs as a way to be able to do deeper integration on the platform to do BlackBerry-specific things. So it allows you to keep a lot of the core of your application, be able to use it across multiple different devices, but then also be able to integrate specifically with the platform as well. So it's, as a developer, it's really up to you on how far you want to take your integration versus keep your application as cross-platform as possible. So Java as well today is our primary development choice on the BlackBerry smartphones. WebWorks is there as well, but BlackBerry's just had years of iterations and multiple different applications built on top of it, and a huge market opportunity for developers being able to build there with the 75 million and growing subscriber base that we have on that platform. So we continue to be able to invest in our tooling, our web presence. We just launched a new BlackBerry Java specific website this morning. We're going to bring more tailored experience to be able to make Java developers successful on there, as well as starting to bring more porting guides and guides of how to move your application forward onto the BlackBerry 10 platform. So taking a look at the roadmap of functionality and what our runtime starting with 5, 6, and 7, we have Java and WebWorks in HTML5. So in this world of our HTML5 platform, just like the Java platform, it's evolved and iterated across each of those different operating systems, and with each one getting better and better. And with BlackBerry 7, we're starting to see now that the web experience, the performance, and the capability being hardware backed, JavaScript being JITted, running at native speeds, is that we've got a very comparative environment to the Java environment from a UI and responsiveness and capability that's there. So this is one of the different options that some of our Java developers are looking at, to be able to bring a code base that would support both existing smartphones and moving over into the new set of devices, which we start to see with our tablet OS. So starting with tablet OS, we see that WebWorks and HTML5 platform moves forward onto it. We now have native capabilities that we haven't had before on the earlier smartphones, and the introduction of the Air runtime as well for another choice for application developers. So we saw a lot of our different application developers from Java either looking at that point in the introduction of Playbook of either going the route of going ActionScript, because it was very familiar. It's a familiar environment, familiar tooling. Even the coding syntax is similar, and it had a level of comfort that you would bring your applications there. And then we also saw some moving over from a Java to a web, which really becomes a religion change a lot of times for our developers. It's a much different world of concepts and philosophies of how you're building your applications. And some of them coming into that HTML5 side of things to be able to leverage their code base across the two different environments. So moving forward with Playbook 2.0, which is just around the corner, is we start bringing in the additional runtimes of the Android runtime as another option for developers to be able to bring their applications to the platform. And as well, we starting to see Cascades capabilities starting to come to the OS. So we've seen some of the applications on Playbook 2.0. Even if you take a look at, I believe it's a scrapbook application, it's built by the Cascades stuff that's on there. But as we move into PB10, really solidifying that, making it public, and being able to allow developers to use that Cascades experience as we move forward, and as well carrying forward all of our different runtimes. So investment into Playbook today makes sure that your investment moves forward as you move into